Warning, this video may contain graphic content such as sexual scenes, violence, gore, boobies, and the rest of the fun stuff. Unfortunately, YouTube won't allow that, so we'll try what we can. Please be over 18 to view this video, and don't say we didn't warn you.
Endlessly searching for an original
her body to her students.
She didn't typically spend much time in here. She wasn't even a teacher after all. She also didn't care much about socializing with the various professionals working here. But lately, she felt like coming into the lounge more often. The strange fall heat had only increased, so she bought new clothes to suit the weather. We'll have to show the movie eventually again on the cast. It seemed like she was wearing less and less these days, but that was true for everyone. If anything, the teachers looked to be following her example. Some even had their skirts shorter than hers.
Probably just trying to show off their bodies. Completely unprofessional.
Absentmindedly, she thumbed open the buttons on her top. She suddenly recognized Amy's voice and thought she was in the room for a moment before realizing it was the TV. Rose noted, with a weary amusement, that most of the teachers had also taken up her habit of mocking the stupid things Amy said in her videos. Even from here, she could hear the chants as they all repeated the words in a dull monotone.
A teacher should always be wet and horny for her superiors. A teacher should always show off her body to her superiors.
Hey guys, I just wanted to show you one of our newest products in the shop. This one is a very limited edition poster that is actually really beautiful. Bosco went above and beyond with this poster, so you can pick it up in our crowd-made shop. Link, of course, is in the description. It is really, really awesome, so get this poster. Once we have it, once that timer ends, that's it. We're not putting this one back up at all. It is also available through the Patreon for the poster tier, but this is the better way to get it, trust me. So let's get back to the game, shall we? Leave it to a woman to take it all the way and get the entire school. The teachers repeated each word in the utmost uncanny unison, breast pushed out and legs spread wide.
Odd. What was that I heard?
A teacher should always show off her body to her students.
That video keeps referring to the teachers as only being female. What an oddly sexist assumption in this day and age.
A teacher should always be wet and horny for her students.
Rose looked around the room. Actually, she didn't see any male educators here at all. There were a bunch of female teachers and professors, legs wide open with their hands at their sides. All of them were watching the screen with the same rapid attention, all speaking in the same dull monotone.
Are they all fresh out of college? Did the male professors all retire or something?
Amy walked in, taking a long stride, and almost sashaying through the room with confident grace. Rose felt a little giddy. Why hadn't she ever noticed how beautiful Amy was?
Hello, Rose. It's so nice to see you here. You're usually just hiding in your office.
Amy stepped close, too close. Rose's head started to spin and she felt her heart pound.
Oh, I'm feeling a bit more sociable these days. Besides, you did ask me to be here. How could I refuse an invitation from the vice president? You are my superior after all.
Of course. I just felt it was important that you bond with the teachers. Why not watch the rest of this video with them? It'll be the most important learning experience.
Well, buckle up everyone, we're getting an orgy. I think it did swap. I think it's just because it's a mirror image. Amy laughed coldly in a way that was oddly bleak. Still, Rose found that she had the most intoxicating laugh.
Oh, come on, Amy. I'm not a teacher. I'm a counselor. I mean, just listen to them.
A teacher should keep her legs spread. A teacher should show off her panties.
Amy laughed and stepped in closer, her face only inches away from Rose's.
Oh, don't be absurd, Rose. The other teachers really like you. They'd love for you to join.
Rose's heart pounded harder. Amy was so beautiful up close.
Wouldn't you love her joining you girls?
A teacher should always cooperate with her coworkers.
They spoke as one, voices in perfect sync. Rose felt so supported.
Oh, I hate to say it, but those videos are so boring. I don't like them too much.
Come on now, Rose.
The woman leaned even closer until their lips almost touched.
It would only be respectful.
Rose stiffened suddenly. Was that awful bitch insinuating she wasn't being respectful to her coworkers? The nerve. Rose pushed Amy back roughly and saw her stumble, startled. She hadn't expected Rose to retreat that way at all. To react
Fine,
that way.
I'll watch your stupid video. But after that, I'm going back to work. There's still things to do.
Oh, there she goes. Rose felt much more interested in Amy's face in an instant. She was so prepared to give her the finger, but instead turned and walked away. She approached one of the couches, frowning. Before she could take a seat, she felt a hand smack on her behind.
See you Monday, Rose. Oh, and forget that stupid drug thing. It's a waste of time and won't matter soon anyway.
That...
Rose started to speak, full of furious indignation. She found herself following her words and sitting instead. She started repeating in unison with the teachers, doing her best to calm her anger. Yes, Amy was someone she couldn't stand, and she'd grabbed her butt. But it was clearly sexual harassment. Then again, she had been trying to show off more recently. She'd been getting positive reactions from most of the faculty and students about her body recently, especially the nice ass ones. She'd sent the students making those remarks to detention, but she was still flattered. No matter how good it felt, or how tired she was lately, it was still a potential way to get rid of Amy. Sexual harassment with witnesses was something, but she also knew good teachers always help out their superiors. Watching them look at the screen and chanting mindlessly, she couldn't help but think they'd just be more cooperative with Amy than she was. She didn't have evidence recorded on camera or anything. It'd be her word against theirs. It didn't help that she hadn't even associated with her coworkers before today. Rather than make a big deal out of it, Rose decided it was best to put it behind her.
A teacher should always show off her ass.
Yes, she should. As her voice synced up with the teachers, her concerns faded with each repetition. Soon her clothes were on the floor, her fingers shifting between her legs.
The changes are good. The changes are right.
There certainly were a lot of changes lately. She and the other teachers had begun to wear and say so much less. The students had their own videos now. Rose shivered with pleasure as she thought about how they would have their opportunity to learn vital etiquette too. Oh, there she goes. Take a shot. The more she embraced the words, the more she realized how lucky they were.
Teachers should always be wet and horny.
She'd always thought that they were boring, but surrounded by her peers and in tune with the teachers, she had to admit
I
something.
love these videos. The lessons are good. The lessons are right.
And no day 5 for you guys. The next day, Rose entered campus cafeteria. She didn't normally eat here. Why would she? Let me save, goddamn you, game. Here we go. Oh, don't